a completely inexperienced individual would urge the use of the office of the presidency to give an opponent the publicity he so avidly desires. Time and time again, without... Oh, it is only you. You frightened me half to death.
Well, you wouldn't want that. There's so many better ways to die. Now please, turn that off. Is everything ready for tonight?
We...
Good. Cook!
Oh, sir.
Is everything on schedule?
Sharp.
Ah, right on time. You have your instructions?
We...
Good. Let the game begin. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, yes, indeed. You are expected, Colonel.
How did
It
you...
is Colonel Mustard, isn't it?
That's...
I believe that tonight it's been advised you use a pseudonym.
No. I took antihistamine before it came.
May I take your hat?
Oh, I suppose so.
Don't be alarmed, sir. That was just the maid in the hall with the champagne cork.
Champagne?
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Follow me.
Are you expecting more?
Oh, yes. I'll be right with you, sir.
This way, monsieur.
Given that you are expected, welcome.
Do you know who I am?
Only that you are a wealthy socialite known this evening as Mrs. White.
Yes, ironic. I know. It said so in my letter, but...
Excuse me, Yvette. Allow me to introduce you. Mrs. White, this is Yvette. I see you two know each other.
We've never met. Champagne? I think not.
Please, feel free to warm yourself up in the lounge.
Why? Do I look cold?
A bit.
Oh, hello.
Good evening, ma'am. It's a pleasure to be meeting you.
I'm rarely pleased to meet anyone. More?
Oh, yes. I'll be right with you, ma'am.
Madame, please come in for champagne.
This is Peacock, I presume.
Oh, yes, that is me.
Welcome. Cook, could you please take Mrs. Peacock's stove? I see you two know each other.
Don't be ridiculous. I've never seen this woman before in my life. Champagne? My lips belong to the Lord.
Please, feel free to make yourself comfortable in the lounge.
Thank you. Oh, and for your hospitality. There's a couple Benjamins and another caramels for you both.
How sticky.
I expect to be treated as the wife of a...
Hold that thought. I'll be right with you, Mrs. Peacock.
What a lovely mansion. Ah! Welcome to the party.
Well, this turned out to be quite the crowd.
Is this the right address to meet Mr. Barney?
Sit! No, not you, sir. Do please come in.
Pardon. I suspect this letter has me rather anxious.
You must be Mr. Green.
That's exactly who I am.
Welcome, sir.
Well, this is better than I expected.
I find that you expect nothing at all. You're never disappointed.
Oh, I'm not disappointed.
One moment. I'll be right with you, sir.
Arrived at 7:30 sharp on Saturday evening. Well, here I am.
Professor Plum.
If you say so.
My. And I thought I'd seen everything.
Miss Scarlet, welcome. I didn't realize you and the professor were acquainted.
We're not. The breeze washed out in the rain, my car broke down, and this professor offered to give me a ride.
I'm hoping she'll return the favor someday.
Subtle. I didn't realize we were headed the same place until we arrived.
And how was your drive?
Well, it was a long haul.
Yes, indeed, it is a long haul, but then again, it's a very large house. Right this way, please.
Say, Wadsworth, what is this place anyway?
But this little place, this, his body manor. Cook, dinner?
Directly.
Thank you, cook. There's appetizers in the lounge, please. After you.
Hors d'oeuvres. Good, I'm sorry.
Funny. I haven't watched an episode at all.
My, this really is a party.
Welcome all. It's a pleasure for you to meet me.
There are so many of you. I wasn't expecting.
Great! Wonderful. We are all here. Colonel Mustard. Mrs. White.
Yes.
Miss Scarlet. Professor Plum.
Right.
Mr. Green.
That's me.
And Mrs. Peacock.
How do you do?
Greetings all. I am Wadsworth, your butler. Tonight, as you may have surmised, nobody is being referred to by the real name. A courtesy that your host has given us to ensure your privacy. I suggest you follow his lead and refrain from revealing too much information about yourself this evening. You never know when... dinner.
For dinner? Well, that was more like a cocktail minute.
Wadsworth, you were saying, you never know when what?
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 Huh? Right this way, please.
I'm sorry.
If you please, sir, the bathroom is right that way. Now, we mustn't wait. Cook can get cranky. The dining room is right this way. Follow me. You'll find your names beside your places. Please, be seated.
Mr. Green, you'll find my queen.
See, this is what. Well, there you are.
Oh, here's yours, Mr. Green.
Thank you.
Well, how do you do?
I don't do handshakes.
And, this place here at the head of the table. Is that for you?
Indeed, no, sir. I do not sit. I'm merely a humble butler.
And what exactly is it that you do?
I butler, sir.
Dinner, sir.
Thank you, cook.
What are we having?
Shark's fin soup.
My favorite.
I know.
So, what's this about, Butler, this dinner party?
Hours not to reason why, hours what to do and die.
Die?
Oh, merely quoting, sir, from Alfred Lord Tennyson.
I prefer Kipling myself. Do you enjoy Kipling, Colonel?
Why are you here?
All in good time, sir.
Well, I guess I'll get the conversation started. I mean, I'm used to being a hostess. It's part of my husband's work. Plus, I always host the women's euchre group after church on Sundays, so I guess I'll get the ball rolling. I mean, it's difficult when a group of friends meet for the first time, and I have no idea what we're doing here. Oh my, this soup is delicious, isn't it?
I know who you are.
You do?
I also live in Washington.
Washington? That must make you a politician's wife.
Who's your husband? Maybe I know him. Mrs. White, you've been very quiet. What's your husband do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, he just lies around on his back all day.
How lazy. Not necessarily.
Sorry. I suppose you're rather clumsy.
What do you do in Washington, Mr. Green?
No, I better not say. I'll have to follow the rules.
Well, if I wasn't trying to keep the conversation going, then we'd all be sitting here in an embarrassed silence.
Do you have a fear of silence, Mrs. Peacock?
Yes? No? Maybe. Why?
Well, in my professional opinion, I'd say you suffer from pressure of speech.
Is that an official diagnosis, Professor?
Are you a doctor, Professor?
Yes, and psychological medicine.
Do you practice?
Not anymore. I currently work for the government.
Another politician.
Well, not exactly. You see, I work for you know who?
Who?
United Nations Organization, World Health Organization.
You know who. It's an acronym.
I have a sister who's a gymnast.
You are a real colonel, are you?
I am, sir.
Aren't you going to mention the coincidence that you also live in Washington, D.C., Colonel?
How do you know that?
Oh, I've seen you before.
Does this mean you also live in Washington, Scarlett?
Sure do.
Does anyone here not live in Washington?
Wait, is this about the Red Scare?
I'm not a communist. I'm a Republican.
Wadsworth, we've had enough. These are hosts. My
Speak of the devil. Pardon me, ladies.
I've got an idea.
Oh, yes. Continue, Scarlett. What are you doing?
Well, the acoustic coupling between our glass and the door will allow us to hear the sound wave on the other side.
Ooh.
All the guests have arrived as expected, sir. Everything is going according to plan. We'll meet you in the study.
Lovely Lord. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that door is definitely hard.
Oh, I demand to know what's going on here.
May I interest any of you in a fruit or dessert?
No!
Alright then. Might I suggest that we adjourn to the study for coffee and brandy, at which point our newly arrived host will reveal his intentions. Your letter will be explained, and the game will be afoot.
Coffee, brandy?
Yes, thank you, Beth.
We.
What?
So, Wadsworth, where's our host?
Colonel,
I believe you went to the restroom.
alright. It's that package there.
So where's our host, Wadsworth?
What is this?
Wadsworth open after dinner.
Oh, hello, mustard.
It sure took you a little bit to the restroom.
We'll look what the cat dragged in. Let's see. Alright, good. Are you all comfortable?
Oh, I can make it through, Billy.
Oh, out with it, Wadsworth. What's it say?
Ladies and gentlemen, my instructions are clear.
I'm glad something is.
It seems the 6 of you have received the same letter. It will be to your advantage to arrive at this evening, as a certain Mr. Body will bring to end a long-standing, confidential, and painful financial liability. It seems the 6 of you have one thing in common.
It's that bastard McCarthy being blacklisted.
Close, Colonel. You're all being blackmailed. For some considerable time, you've been paying more than you can afford to someone who threatens to expose your secrets.
Oh, please. Who's gonna blackmail me? I go to church every Sunday.
Yeah, lady, don't we all?
Anybody else wish to deny it? Until tonight, none of you had known for certain just who was blackmailing you. But now, I'm sure that even the least discerning amongst you have determined that the man behind the ransom is Mr. Body himself.
Yes, I figured as much.
He's
But
not
who is
making
this
his
body
henchman
now?
in Paul's body.
What a scoundrel!
He's not
Yeah,
harming
but look, blackmail.
Who is
Who Mr. Body is none of your business. Suffice it to say, he's a member of the House Un-American Activities Committee, and he deems your activities to be decidedly un-American.
Un-American.
It is my job tonight to expose your secrets to one another, rendering you all culpable in each other's indiscretions.
But we hardly know each other.
Precisely.
Don't you think you might spare us this humiliation?
I'm afraid I have no choice. We'll start with you, Professor Clown.
Oh, there's no need for that.
This ought to be good.
It says here that you were once a professor of psychiatry, specializing in pathological lying lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Yes, but now I work for the government.
So your work has not changed. But you can't practice medicine anymore, can you, Professor? Your license has been lifted.
Why? What do you do?
You know what male doctors aren't supposed to do with their lady patients?
Yeah.
He did.
One day there will be a reckoning for men like you. I hope so.
Me too.
You're disgusting.
Are you making moral judgments, Mrs. Peacock?
Yes.
How then do you justify taking bribes in exchange for delivering Senator Peacock's votes to certain lobbyists?
My husband is a paid consultant. There's nothing shameful in that.
Not if it's publicly declared. Because you're taking cash under the stall door at Old Emmett's Grill. How then would you describe that transaction?
I'd say it stinks.
When were you in that men's room?
So it's true.
No, it's a vicious lie.
Well, you've been paying the blackmailer for over a year now to keep the story out of the papers. Seems rather sticky, no?
Well, I'm willing to believe you. I too am being blackmailed for something I didn't do.
So am I.
Not me.
You're not being blackmailed?
Oh, I'm being blackmailed, alright, but I did what I'm being blackmailed for.
Well, what did you do?
I run my own business.
That's not a crime.
You never asked what kind of business I run.
All right. What kind of business is it?
I provide gentlemen with the company of a young lady.
An escort business. In Washington? How scurrilous.
I'm sure some men just want to be alone for an evening, you know?
How pathetic.
I mean, a man who has to pay for women to spend time with him? That's just a problem I can never have.
So, Scarlett, is that how you know our colonel here?
Well-
Is he one of your clients?
Well, certainly
I was
not.
talking to Scarlett.
Well, you tell me that is not true then.
It's not true.
Oh, was that true?
No, it's not true.
A double negative.
Double negative. You mean you have photographs?
Sounds like a confession to me. It seems a double negative has led to proof positive, and you've given yourself away.
Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of all these other people?
You don't need any help from me, Colonel. But it says here that you hold a sensitive security post in the Pentagon. The release of these negatives would most certainly compromise your position.
And, what position exactly were you caught in, Colonel? This is an outrage!
Let's see. Who's next? Mrs. White, you've been paying the blackmailer ever since your husband disappeared under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances.
Say what you want. I didn't kill him.
Then why are you paying blackmail?
Well, I don't want another scandal, do I?
Another?
We had a very humiliating confrontation. He had threatened to kill me in public.
Why would he want to kill you in public?
I think she meant that he threatened in public to kill her.
It was all over the papers.
And yet he was the one who died. Not you, Mrs. White, not you.
He was found dead at home, unclothed. His head had been cut off, and so had his, you know. But I didn't do it. I'd been out all night at the movies.
Oh yeah? What was showing?
The Naked Alibi.
A likely story.
But he was your second husband. Your first one also disappeared.
Yes, well, that was his job. He was an illusionist.
But he never reappeared.
He wasn't a very good illusionist.
And lastly, Mr. Green, who is
You
there?
could expose me, Wadsworth. I know exactly what you're going to say.
And what's that?
Mr. Green, who is a homosexual?
Not me! Not me.
I beg your pardon?
Well, you asked, who is a homosexual? I said, not me.
Yes. Thank you, Colonel. But that's not all there is to it, Mr. Green.
What do you mean?
There's evidence to support the question of your politics.
My politics? Since we just voted Republican a crime.
It says here that you swore an oath of allegiance to the Republican Party, but you neglected to vote for Eisenhower in the last election. That's grounds for an ousting if ever there was one.
But my voting records are confidential.
Everything has its price, Mr. Green.
And so, there you have it.
Have what?
A crooked senator's wife, a lascivious doctor, a disloyal Republican, and so on and so forth. Not exactly adhering to an all-American standard of behavior, now are we?
That depends on who you ask.
If this body guy is such a noble civilian, why won't he just report us to the authorities himself?
And lose the opportunity to make a buck? Come now, Professor. What could be more American than that?
Apple pie?
All right, Wadsworth. So we're being blackmailed by some renegade McCarthyist. Where does that leave us?
And where is this Mr. Body?
And what does this have to do with us?
I don't care. I'm not staying around to find out. I'm leaving.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, Mr. Peacock. You can stay in denial, but you cannot leave this house.
I'd like to see you try to stop me. What?
That's right. The doors are locked, the windows are barred, and the grounds are being patrolled by vicious dogs. There's no way out. Way out. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce your host for the evening and blackmail for life, Mr. Body.
Terror, that's what you have right now!
Mrs. White in the study with me.
Thank you. I've studied martial arts.
There's one more piece of information you may like to have.
What?
The police are coming in less than an hour.
The police!
Unless
What?
you agree to double down.
And why would we do that?
Because if you don't, I'll take this briefcase containing all the evidence needed to expose your wrongdoings, and I'll put it in the hands of the press, the police, and the House Un-American Activities Committee. With the right choice, those guys can make a copy out of anyone. I'm sure most of you will face lifetime in jail. Others, likely shame.
Unless what?
Well, there's one thing I just can't bear to do myself.
What?
Have a seat.
Can I have a seat here?
Now, what's this about, sir?
There are 6 packages that I thought are just my friends for this evening.
Packages?
Presents, if you will. I'm a generous sort of fellow.
Are you the
Wadsworth, can you please see to it that each guest receives a package?
gladly?
Peasants. It's like Christmas. His birthday. Oh, well, that's a nice present.
I hope mine's that. You're rather slow.
Well, I'm taking my time.
Big things in the small
Oh my
boxes.
God, look at the boxes.
Perfume. Candy.
Double malt scotch whiskey.
Our best gift. Open there, please.
Candlestick. What's this for?
A lead pipe.
A wrench.
A dagger.
A revolver.
Oh, no. It's a rope.
Oh.
In your hands, you each hold a lethal weapon. You all sure figured out that the evidence against you was so terrible that it was anything to use. I'm putting that theory to test.
You are?
Mr. Wadsworth is the only other person who here who knows your secrets. It's costing us all dearly to be quiet.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Wadsworth?
I would have to double down on your payments if I didn't have to pay Wadsworth for his silence.
Wadsworth? That's a lie!
He may look suave and charming,
Oh, thank you.
but really he's conniving and manipulative.
False!
Why do you think he's called the police?
You called the police?
Only because he instructed me to.
Did I? Ladies and gentlemen, if you can manage to get rid of Mr. Wadsworth, I'll have no need to report you to the police or increase your blackmail.
Get rid of?
Does he mean kill?
In fact, if you can eliminate Wadsworth, I will eliminate your blackmail entirely and be done with this business once and for all.
Yes, I think that's what he means.
Oh no.
body?
Well, why would I, when 6 of you are so uniquely motivated and armed?
What a patriot.
After all I've done for you, he's alive. I'm one of you. I'm not a butler. I'm an indentured servant.
A familiar refrain. Don't make scene Wadsworth, it's over. The police are on their way. It's your only chance. The only way for you to avoid ending up on those front pages is for one of you to kill Wadsworth now.
It's Mr. Body!
Oh, thank God.
Is he breathing?
No, stand back. I'm a doctor. He's dead.
Who had the gun?
Well, I did.
So you shot him?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Then who did?
I don't know. The gun was in my head, and then the next second, it was gone.
Wait a minute. There's no gunshot wound.
He's right. There isn't. Look, there's a bullet lodged in the wall here.
I'm scarred, but if the bullet's up there, how did the body get on that?
Well, don't look at me. I'm not a forensics expert.
Well, something else must have killed him. One of us must have killed him.
Was it me the bullets up there?
What's my
Oh, I need a drink.
Well, perhaps he was poisoned. By the brandy. Thank you.
Somebody had stopped screaming.
So, is the brandy poisoned?
How should I know?
I guess now we'll never know.
Unless she does too.
It's coming from the billiard room. It's locked. Who's in there? Who's screaming? Yvette?
Please.
Yvette, are you alright?
No.
Yvette, you're alive!
Of course I'm alive, idiot. No sense to you, Wadsworth. You guys are in the house with a murderer.
So the murderer is here.
We.
Where?
Where? Here, we're all looking at him. Or her.
What took you so long?
I am an old woman who may or may not have been poisoned. It's a miracle I'm anywhere.
I put you all in the study. One of you is the killer.
What do you mean you heard us in the study?
I was listening. There's a tape recorder in the billiard room connected to the study. Monsieur Body asked me to record your conversations.
Well, why would he ask you to do that?
For more evidence, of course. Wadsworth revealed all your secrets, and now they are all recorded.
Well, where are those tapes? I've got to find them. I've got to destroy them.
Who cares about the tapes? What about the body?
What body?
Body!
But, Yvette, why were you screaming in there all by yourself?
Because I was frightened. I also drank the cognac. Maybe I am poisoned too. Plus, one of you is the murderer because your body is dead.
That's right, Yvette. We had to figure out which one of them did it.
What do you mean, which one of them?
Well, I didn't do it.
Well, one of you did. I would have done it myself, but I didn't have access to a weapon.
Don't look at me. All I got was this candlestick.
Well, I guess it could have been someone else.
Who else could it have been?
Who else is in the house?
Only the cook.
Well, I don't see a cook.
Oh, what a lovely kitchen. Me and my husband had the same backsplash in our summer home.
Say, Green, why don't you check the pantry?
What's that?
It's this room here. It's where to keep the food.
It's where the cook goes.
Did
murders?
I hate murder!
Wadsworth, I think you owe us an explanation.
Me?
Well, who else wants to kill the cook?
Dinner wasn't that bad.
How could you make jokes at a time like this?
It is my defense mechanism.
Some defense mechanism. If I have a killer, I kill you next! I said if. There's only one convicted killer here. My killer is Mrs. White.
I did nothing.
You paid the blackmail. And tell me, how many husbands have you had?
Mine or other women's?
Yours.
5. Oh my goodness.
5.
Yes, just the 5. Husbands should be like Kleenex. Soft, strong, and disposable.
Well, if it wasn't you, who was it? And who had the dagger? Well, that was Mrs. Peacock.
Yes, but I put it down. In the study. Any one of us could have picked it up.
So, I just got there.
Then it must have been Mr. Green!
Oh, good Lord, get him up. Gentlemen, might I suggest we take the cook's body and study?
Why?
Well, for starters, if the police arrive and they see this, we will all be in custody under suspicion of murder. And secondly, I, butler, I like to make sure the kitchen's tidy.
It's gone. The body's gone!
What are we all staring at?
There's no body!
What do you mean?
Nobody! Mr. Body's body is gone! Maybe he
Whoa.
wasn't really dead.
But he was!
You should have made sure.
I thought I had. So was he dead or wasn't he?
Maybe he was dead and somebody moved him.
Who would move him?
And why?
And if he's not here, where is he?
Oh, all this excitement. Where's the little girl's room?
We met them.
No, I just want to powder my nose.
There's one in the building.
Thanks.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but we do have this small issue of 2 dead bodies, one missing, one present in the imminent arrival of the police.
Well, the bridge is washed out with the rain. That should buy us some time.
But I don't want more time. I want the police to arrive because we are locked in the house with a murderer.
Yes. But when the police arrive, the rest of us are doomed! Wadsworth, am I correct in assuming there's nobody else in this house?
No.
So there is someone else in this house!
Whoa, no, I meant no meaning yes.
No meaning yes.
Yes!
Look, can I please just get a straight answer here?
Don't look at me!
Is there anybody else in this house? Yes or no?
No.
No, there is and there isn't.
Yes.
There seems to be some confusion about whether or not there's anybody else in this house.
There isn't.
There isn't any confusion, or there isn't anyone else
Here! Either. Both.
Can you please just give me a clear-cut answer?
Of course. What was the question?
Is there anybody else in this house?
No!
See, that's what he says. Does he know?
Look, we've got a murderer on the loose, the missing dead body of Mr. Body, a cook with a dagger in her back, and all of these easily accessible murder weapons. The revolver, the candlestick, the rope, the dagger, the lead pipe, and... where's the bridge?
Stand back! Stop screaming! I'm a doctor! Oh, he's dead!
Well, that's what you said last time.
I believe in second chances.
Mr. Body? Dead? Again?
I'm gonna faint!
I'll set you! Sorry?
Mrs. Peacock. Mrs. Peacock.
Mrs. Peacock.
Mrs. Peacock!
Yes,
Where did this happen?
in the bathroom. Someone had it leaned up against the wall just waiting to fall on someone.
Oh, who such a thing?
Yes. Takes a lot of guts to kill someone twice.
That's what we call overkill.
But why?
Yeah, what's the difference?
Makes a difference to him.
Makes a difference to us. We have to figure out who killed Mr. Body, where, and with what.
Well, I think it was the wrench.
Really? 10 points, Professor Plum?
What kind of game are you playing, Wadsworth?
This isn't a game.
Mr. Green, you said you had the wrench last.
Yes, but I dropped him in the way of the kitchen.
Well, people don't just drop murder weapons.
I didn't know it was a murder weapon when they had it.
So any one of us could have just picked it up?
Yes, but who? Who picked up the wrench? Who picked up the wrench and brutally murdered Mr. Body, leaving him dead and bloody in the bathroom? Who did it? Who?
Cool it, Butler. While you're losing your marbles, I'm trying to do something productive. Have you all forgotten about the evidence against us?
The evidence!
It's locked.
There must be a key.
Mr. Green, would you be so kind as to check Mr. Body's pockets of the keys to the briefcase containing the evidence so that we may dispose of said evidence once and for all?
Why me?
Why not?
Okay.
Where'd you get that?
We don't like germs.
Or fingerprints?
No. I don't like germs. Thank you for that.
We?
He's so weird. Bazinga! I got it!
Alright, dinner's here. Thank you. It's empty.
Empty?
But where's all the evidence?
I told you he was a liar. Had the evidence in this briefcase by foot.
We have to find evidence.
And destroy it.
Alright, evidence against us decide. First things first, we have 2 dead bodies.
And the cops are on their way.
I suggest we rearrange the bodies onto the couch so that they appear to be less dead.
What a party this is turning out to be.
Hello, Mr. Green.
Careful, don't get any guts on the ground.
Excellent technique.
That's easy.
Never.
Cadavers are heavier than they seem, aren't they?
I wouldn't know.
Right, me neither.
How strong and barrel.
Good. Now they just look asleep. Yes, asleep.
Maybe we should forget about the bodies and do something about the homicidal maniac on the loose and the room full of murder weapons.
I know. We will put the murder weapons in the bag.
What good is that going to do?
We'll zip up the bag.
Most murderers know how zippers work, Mr. Wadsworth.
I know that. Oh, we could put the bag in the safe.
Terrific idea. Where's the safe?
It's in the hall. Follow me.
Is that an original Trumbull, Wadsworth?
Those are quite valuable. Now is not the time for art appreciation, Mrs. White.
Aha! It's saying England portrait. How original.
Alright, locked.
Voila!
And, what about the key?
Yes, the key.
I know. I will put it in my pocket.
But what if you're the murderer?
I'm not.
Ah.
But what if you are?
I know. We will throw the key outside.
We are lights through here. Oh, but it's raining on lights too.
Well, I'm not suggesting that we go outside. I'm suggesting that we stay inside and throw the key outside.
But to do that, we'd have to open the door, right?
We would.
And what if the killer's outside?
Better out than in.
Yes, but if they're outside and we open the doors, we may as well invite them in.
But maybe if we open the door, we'd encourage the killer to go out.
Look, the killer seems to have been doing a fine job of opening and closing doors all by himself. I don't see how us opening the door for one measly second will possibly make any sort of difference.
But what if, when we throw the key outside, the killer then proceeds to catch it, and all of a sudden there's access to all weapons?
I think we might be overthinking this. I'm going to throw the key outside now. Follow me.
Oh, was that the killer?
Looks like a killer.
Well, it takes one to know one. Sorry. Allow me to handle this. Interrogation is my specialty. Good evening, madame.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb the whole household. My car broke down up here. I was wondering if you had a phone I could use.
Bring it up!
No.
Alright, this way. Oh.
So, where is it?
What? The body? Oh my god.
The phone? What body?
What? There's nobody. There's nobody.
Right. There's no body in this study.
No! I'm afraid that phone has been disconnected. Now, if you please, there's a phone you can use in the lounge.
Alright then.
Running through this door.
Thank you.
Alright. I've locked her in the lounge. Our task is twofold. 1, find the evidence. 2, find the murderer.
Well, we've got one suspect contained in the lounge, and this whole house to search. Who knows what's behind all these doors? I suggest we handle this in proper military fashion. We split up and search a house.
Split up?
Yes, we'll split up in pairs, that way none of us will be alone. But whoever's paired with the killer will they'll be killed. Well, I don't know who the killer is now.
But the other half of the pair would be dead!
Well, this is war, Peacock. Casualties are inevitable. Give me a moment to crack a few eggs. Any cook will do that.
But look what happened to the cook!
Colonel, are you willing to take those chances?
Oh, what choice do we have?
None.
Suppose you're right.
All right, troops, find and conquer. Split us up in pairs. Eeny, meeny, miny.
No! Alright. Mrs. White, you'll go with me. Mrs. Peacock, you'll go with. Professor Plum. Mr. Green, you'll go with. Yvette, and Miss Scarlet, that's a juice, meeny. Now,
But what if one of us doesn't come back?
we'll remember them fondly. Now, leave no door unopened and cherish your partner, so they may be the last face you ever see.
It's just us. We're alone.
That's just it, Mrs. White. No man in his right mind would ever be alone with you.
Fine. You go in the back door and I'll go through this one. Are you going in?
Yes, are you?
Yes.
Alright, on the count of 3. 1, 3!
Nothing in that room.
Nothing in that room either.
Well, shall we search the ballroom?
After you.
Well, this is quite an impressive library.
How am I supposed to find anything if I don't even know what I'm looking for?
Civilized society is perpetually menaced by the disintegration of one man towards another.
Your fancy words don't intimidate me, Professor.
Well, I take no credit, Mrs. Peacock. Freud, I think he's on something.
Now is not the time for academic pursuits.
Well, it's a fruitless search if you ask me. I mean, do you really think we'll just walk into a room and find the evidence plastered on a wall somewhere?
I suppose not.
Well, perhaps we should go upstairs. Maybe we'll find an exciting clue in the bedroom.
I haven't been excited by something in a bedroom in years.
I'm a little nervous. I'm at that big house on the hill and I've been locked in the lounge. I didn't expect there to be a whole bunch of people here. I think they're having some sort of party. Well, the funny thing is, I think one of them is my customer. Yeah, my regular Tuesday night passenger. Odd. Very odd.
You'll never guess what I found in the hallway. Professor Plum's stupid tobacco pipe. I don't know, but it seems suspicious if you ask me.
Well, I just did.
Honest to God, come on. Hey,
What is this room anyway?
search me.
Alright.
Hey, get your mitts off of me. It's a figure of speech.
Terribly sorry, Miss Scarlett. I'm struggling with nuance.
Well, this is the last room left to search in this beastly mansion, and we still haven't found the evidence.
Well, I think our time together has been productive, nevertheless.
Aren't you a Pollyanna?
Well, I brave to turn Lady Scarlet, a great deal of time together. I hope that after this expedition ends, we can continue as friends. And I can honestly be on her society. It's just been a lovely group of people, all in all. I suppose I would like to hear how Mrs. White walking for billions.
You thought Mrs. White's family lived? Odd.
Odd.
Odd. It's a trap door. A trap door leading to a secret passageway. Come on.
Lead the way, Miss Scarlet.
How heroic.
Where are we now?
I can't tell, the lights are off.
Well, turn them on.
I would if I could see anything.
Well, I'm just going to feel my way around.
Don't get any funny ideas.
Chair.
A telephone?
A table.
A body. A body! Close the door!
Let us in! Let us in!
Let us out! Let us out!
Yeah, that's right. The door is locked.
But you have the keys. You just left the motorist in here.
That's right. I did.
I do! No, I don't. The keys are gone!
I have an idea.
Can we hurry it up, maybe? There's a dead body in here.
Well, there's no alternative. I'm going to have to break it down. Stand back. I'm a doctor.
Stand back, I'm a woman.
What's going on out there?
Mr. Reed, you're right.
Boom! You can come out now. I'm done shooting at you.
Shooting at us.
To unlock the door.
Hold on.
I said stand back.
Well, let's add finding the keys to the lounge to our priority list, shall we? Say, Frenchie, where'd you get that gun anyway?
From the safe. It was unlocked.
Unlocked?
Impossible. I have the key. Oh, I don't. The keys are gone!
Not to beat a dead horse here, but I feel like I have all the keys, all the prints. I thought you said that you threw the key outside.
I did say that. But I forgot. I got distracted by the motorist at the door, and I never got around to it. Someone must have taken the key from my pocket while we were searching the house.
Well, that means that whoever took the keys is the killer.
Precisely.
Hey, let's forget about the keys and focus on the dead body in the study. The motorist is dead. Oh my goodness, which one of you killed her? We found her together.
She was already dead.
But the door to the lounge was locked. How did you get in there?
We took a secret passageway we found from the conservatory.
A secret passageway? Wadsworth, who built this place?
The Parker Brothers. Don't be alarmed. It's not the police.
It's okay, I got it. Evening, officer. We've been expecting you. We haven't?
I got a tip about an abandoned car near the gates of this house. Did a motorist stop by for help by any chance?
No!
Yes, she did.
There seems to be some disagreement.
No.
Well, anyway, can I use your phone, please?
No!
Yes, you can. Try the lounge.
It's out of order.
How about the study?
Study's occupied.
If you please, sir, there's a phone you can use in the library.
You're all acting rather peculiar.
That's because our chandelier just fell down.
Please,
It would have killed us. But don't worry, the maid will clean it up.
Well, that's all well and good. But what's going on in the lounge and the study?
Lounging, study. This way, please.
Let me have a look.
No, thank you.
What?
What? Right this way.
Actually, I'd like to take a look around if you don't mind.
Of course, sir. I'll give you the grand tour of Body Manor. Now, this house was built by Lord Reginald Body in 1734.
Alright, guys. We better do something to get this cop off our tracks, and fast. 1, 2, 3, break!
Mr. Body was declared Lord Body, and some Body discovered an antibody that saved everybody.
Hey, where'd everybody go?
Notice the mahogany floors. Did you know that the Buccaneer John Eskimo first recorded mahogany for making canoes? Can you canoe?
What?
Notice the brass doorknobs, crafted specifically for Lord Body by his buddy in 1894.
I don't care about the doorknobs, mister. What's going on in those 2 rooms?
Which 2 rooms?
The lounge and the study.
Oh, those 2 rooms.
Yes!
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I do not think you should go in there.
Why not?
Because it's all too shocking.
Excuse me.
Hello, officer. Welcome to the party.
Excuse me.
You are excused.
Pardon me.
Good night, officer.
Good night. That wasn't all that shocking, mister. These folks were just having a great time. Why didn't you tell me this was a party?
My apologies, sir.
I'd like to take a look at your lounge, if you don't mind. Excuse me. Are these men drunk?
Oh, dead drunk.
What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't drink while on the job. She's killed me. What?
Have a lovely evening, officer.
Same to you. Well,
I can explain everything.
no explanation is necessary. There's nothing illegal about any of this.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes, this is America. It's a free country.
I didn't realize it was that free.
On any rate, can I use your phone now?
Of course, sir. Right through this door.
Thank you.
Alright? You can come out now. Well done, all of you. Very impressive. Alright. I have locked him in the library.
How? I thought you didn't have keys.
What? No, my left pocket keys were missing, but my right pocket keys were intact.
What?
Now, let's finish searching the house before the cops arrive.
But I thought you said the police already came.
Not the broken down car police, the criminal investigation police.
Of course.
Precisely. Now, we have to finish searching the house before there are any more murders. This is getting very dangerous. Now, go!
Hello? Hello? Power outage. Must be the storm. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello? Hello? Who turned out the lights? Oh, I thought you was a killer.
Did somebody cut the line? Hello?
What is that in your hand? Did you find a clue? Oh, so it was jewelry. I love jewelry. Not jewelry!
Hello? Chief? Oh, got through you. Thank goodness. You know that ugly house? Yeah, well, I found an abandoned car near it. They're having some kind of, something weird's going on around here. I'm telling you, Chief. They're having some kind of party, and you'll never believe who I just saw. You have to tell the FBI that Larry was right. No!
Can't see.
Anyone? Yes, lights.
Where's everyone?
Where everything is. And then, oh, here they are. Let there be light!
Oh, how do you do that?
Wait. Shh. Do you hear that?
Sounds like a telephone's off the hook.
It's coming from the library.
I'm going in.
Aren't you afraid?
Of course.
Of what? A fate worse than death.
No, just death, really. Mr. Cobb, are you alright? Do you need any assistance? A third one, perhaps?
Hey, listen, Copper, the butler's talking to you.
We should be safe in the billiard
I
room.
don't feel safe.
Relax.
Well, maybe a game of pool will calm us all down.
Does anyone see light switch?
Yes, should be one over here.
Hi. And you're seeing me down the break.
Let's go.
Watch you go. Is it 3 minutes? 3 minutes?
Why? That's a restaurant.
3 murders.
That's 6 altogether.
Yes, Mr. Body, the cook, Yvette, the cop, the motorist, and the singing telegram girl. That's 6.
Now, I think to find out who killed them, all of them really, we should retrace the night. It all started just like this. Now, at the start of the evening, there was thunder, lightning, the dogs barked. Ding dong! Colonel Mustard. Ding dong! Mrs. White, who noticed Yvette. Oh! Then, Mrs. Peacock, who noticed the cook. Then, Mr. Green. Sit! No, not Mr. Green, please come in. Then, Professor Wong. Then, Mrs. Scarlet. Then, dinner was served. Dinner, that was more like a cocktail minute. Then, we all went to the dining room. Soup du jour? Oh, yum, 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 my favorite. Then, Mr. Body arrived, and we all went to the study. Coffee? Brandy? Now, who's this Body, Butler? How do you do? Then Mr. Body asked me to pack out packages. One for you, one for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. Ah, a snake. No, a rope. Then Mr. Body switched off the lights. Now! Sorry, didn't mean to frighten you. Too late. Mr. Body was dead, but not really. Really, he was alive, but we didn't know that. Then Mrs. Peacock drank his drink. Well, someone had started screaming. Then we all heard from the village room, and we all went to check. But Mr. Peacock came in late, and an old woman who may or may not have been poisoned. Then Mrs. White asked, is there anyone else left in the house? To which we all replied, the cook! But when we got to the kitchen, we found the cook knifed in the back. Oh God, gross, thunder, something wrong. Then,
We went back to the study.
yeah, we went back to the study, that's it. But Mr. Body's body was gone. Then we found Mrs. Peacock coming in with body on her body, his body had been blocked in his being. Then the evidence. Empty! Then the motorist driver at the door. Are you a killer? Then I locked her in the lounge. Then intermission. Then death! Then the cop arrived. You all are acting rather peculiar. You can do dead. Then that got strangled in the living room. Dead. And that brings us to I am. And to make the long story short, too late. Here we all are.
Mr. Wadsworth.
Yes, but what does it all prove?
Well, none of us killed Mr. Body or the cook.
Did.
The one person who wasn't with us,
Who?
Yvette.
Yvette!
Yvette was listening into our conversation from the billiard room. She heard the gunshot, she thought Mr. Body had died. So, while we all were examining the bullet hole, Yvette crept into the kitchen and stabbed the cook. We could hear the cook scream because Mrs. Peacock was screaming about the poisoned brandy. Then Yvette ran back to the billiard room, screamed, "Ah!" And we all went to check on her.
But when did she kill Mr. Body?
Just as I said. While we all were examining the cook, Yvette crept back into the study to make sure that Mr. Body was truly dead. She saw him start to follow me out, so she hit him on the head with the wrench and dragged him into the toilet.
Why?
To create confusion, obviously.
But who made her do it?
Well, could it be that she was acting under orders from the person who later killed her? Could it be an adulterous doctor? Or a jealous wife? Or one of her clients even? No, it was the one Jewish person who was also her employer, Miss Scarlet.
That's a lie.
Is it?
Yes.
You killed her the way you used to, the way you always used to, and you killed the motorist when he split up to search the house.
How could I have known about the secret passageway?
Yvette told you. So, when he split up to search the house a second time, you switched off the lights. It was easy for you here on the ground floor. Then, you went to the weapons cupboard, grabbed the rope and the candlestick, ran to the billiard room, Ladies, empty your purses. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Whoever has begun is the murderer.
Brilliantly worked out, Wadsworth. I congratulate you.
Well, me too.
Shut up!
Oh my god.
Wait. There's still one thing I don't understand. Why'd you do it? The entire town of Washington knows the kind of business you run. You're no real danger. The entire country would be implicated if you were exposed.
They don't know my real business. My real business is secrets. You left them out for me. The secrets of Senator Peacock's defense committee, of Colonel Mustard's fusion bomb, of Professor Plum's UN contacts, and the secret work of your husband, the nuclear physicist.
So, it was political. You are a communist!
No. Communism is just a red herring. I, like all members of the oldest profession, am a capitalist. And now I'm going to sell your secrets to the highest bidder.
And if we refuse to cooperate,
You will, or I'll expose you.
well, we can expose you. 6 murders.
It would hardly enhance your standing with the UN professor if they learned you've been implicated not only in adultery with one of your patients, but in their murder and the murder of 5 others.
Well, you don't quite know what kind of people they have at the UN. I'll probably rise in your estimation.
No, he's not really me, man.
No!
Oh, I know, but you can pay me in government secrets. You all can. Except you, Wadsworth. You, being a mere butler, have no access to government secrets. Therefore, your time has come.
Not so fast, Miss Scarlet. I have a secret too.
Oh yeah? What's that?
The jig is up. There are no more bullets left in that gun.
You don't actually think I'd fall for that trick, do you?
It's not a trick. There was 1 in the study, 2 at the chandelier, 2 at the lounge door, and 1 at the singing telegram.
That's not 6.
1 then 2 then 2 then 1.
No. It was only 1 shot that got the chandelier. That's 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Even if you were right, that would be 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, not 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
1 plus 2 plus... Shut up! Point is, there is 1 bullet left in this gun, and you're gonna get it.
Don't you come on, yes?
Where's the chief?
Chief cuffs. Head cuffs. Nice job, Wadsworth.
Yes, I know where you're going.
Wadsworth, don't be mad that I touched you.
Frankly, Miss Scarlet, I don't give a damn. Now, as I was trying to say, there are no more bullets left in this gun, see? What did I tell you?
That's the reason you're in charge.
It's like I always say, Wadsworth is never wrong.
Well, I say too. What's up, man?
Alright. Now that could have happened, but, what about this?
Next, the killer ran to the library, hit the cop on the head, bonk, then heard the singing telegram, picked up a gun, then dropped it, and shot her, then ran to the secret passageway.
Secret passageway?
Yes, the secret passageway.
But Colonel Mustard wasn't there.
No, but you,
What?
you killed them all. You were the one missing when Mr. Body and the cook were killed. And the cook used to be your cook. Don't you remember your fatal mistake? At dinner. Mrs. Peacock said we were eating one of her favorite dishes, and monkey's brains, though popular in Cantonese cuisine, are not often to be found in Washington, D.C.
So we ate.
But why would I have killed all of the others?
Well, obviously, in case Mr. Body had told them about you.
So that has nothing to do with the disappearing nuclear physicist, or Colonel Mustard's fusion bomb?
No. Communism was just a red herring. Mrs. Peacock did it all.
You have no proof.
The gun is missing. Ladies, empty your purses. Gentlemen, turn out your pockets. Whoever has the gun is the murderer.
What do you suppose we're going to do about it, Wadsworth?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. I don't approve of murder, but it seems you've done the world a great service by ridding of an appalling blackmailer and his disgusting informants.
You'll never get away with this.
Why should the police come? Nobody's called them.
What?
That's right. So, I suggest that we put the bodies in the cellars, lock it, leave quietly one at a time, and pretend like none of this ever happened.
Great idea. If you don't mind, I'll leave first.
Be my guest. In fact, I think we owe you a vow of thanks. For she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow. Which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny. For she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow.
There's still one thing I don't understand.
One thing?
Who is Mrs. Peacock taking bribes from?
Foreign powers. Her husband, the senator, has influence over defense contracts. You may be wondering how I know all this. Well, the FBI and I have been planning this evening from the start.
Yeah. Well, is there going to be a cover-up?
Of course, it's in the public interest, isn't it? What can be gained from exposure?
But is the FBI in the business of cleaning up after multiple murders?
Of course it is. Why else do you think it's run by a man called Hoover?
Stop right there, ma'am. Oh, were you the valet? I'm the white convertible.
What about the black and white Ford with the sirens? Sheet hatchet! Barry D. Hatchet! Get up, boys!
Get your hands off me! I'm the wife of a great senator! I want my cardinals back,
Okay, now, that also could have happened, but this is what really happened.
Sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you.
Too late.
Next, there were 3 more murders.
Who did that?
Let's look at each one individually, shall we? Professor Plum, you knew that Mr. Body was alive. Even psychiatrists can tell the difference between patients who are alive and patients who are dead. You fired him in the dark, but you missed. But you pretended like he was alive. That way you killed him later undetected.
That's right. He was the only one missing when we found the cook dead in the kitchen.
But he was there. How could he have killed Body in the time frame?
Well, I didn't.
You really expect us to believe that?
I expect you to believe it. You killed the cook. She used to be your cook after all, but she was giving information to Mr. Body. Don't you remember your fatal mistake? At dinner, Mrs. Peacock said we were eating one of her favorite dishes, and the monkey's brains, though popular in Cantonese cuisine, are not often to be found in Washington, D.C. Curtain. When the motor arrived at the door, you suggested we split up. You took the key from my pocket. Then you separated from the Scarlet. You hurried up the stairs, grabbed the lead pipe, ran to the conservatory, then went through the secret passageway, and hit the motors on the head like that.
This is incredible.
Not quite so incredible. That's what happened next. I went up the stairs with you. Yes, you, Mrs. White. And while I was in the master bedroom, you hurried down the stairs and ran to the living room and throttled the vet. You were jealous that your husband was stripping the vet. That's why you killed him too.
Yes, it's true. I did. I killed Yvette. I hated her so much. It flames on the side of my face, breathing.
Well, you were in the living room. Miss Scarlet went to the library, found the cop who she'd been bribing, hit him on the head, bonk. True or false?
True. Who are you? Terry Mason?
Wait. That means Green has to go.
You killed the singing telegram.
I didn't do it.
Well, you're the only one left.
But hey, you do it.
That's crazy. You really expect us to believe that?
The gun's missing. Whoever has the gun got the girl.
I killed it.
So it was you. I was going to expose you.
I know, so I chose to expose myself.
Oh my god. He's president,
You all thought Mr. Body had died. Why? None of you even met him until tonight.
That makes so much sense. He's Mr. Body.
Well then, who did I kill?
My butler.
He's not British.
He was expendable, like all of you.
Shucks.
I want to thank you for getting rid of my network of spies and informers. It saved me a great deal of trouble. Now there's no more evidence against me.
So this has nothing to do with my disappearing nuclear physicist husband or Colonel Mustard's work on the top secret fusion bomb?
No. Communism is just a red herring.
It's a fish.
Right?
It's a red herring.
So, Bonnie, you're just gonna keep on blackmailing us all?
Of course, why not?
I'll tell you why not.
Good shot. A very good shot. Hold me, Jimmy.
Hold me there! Oh, it's getting so dark. So very, very dark. Second wind. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. On the right time, yeah. I'll send me. Kiss my water. Baby, my heart's on fire. Oh, you got me right in the heart, Larry. Oh, this is the end of Robert Body.
Yes. Stand back. I'm a doctor. He's dead.
Not yet. If you refuse me, honey, you'll lose me. Then you'll be left alone. So, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your all. No. Oh, Larry, I'm going down, Larry. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad.
Just stand back. I'm a doctor. Yes. He's dead.
Thank God.
Are you a cop?
No, I'm a plant.
A plant? I thought men like you were usually called fruits.
Oh,
Man, she got you good.
he's dead.
Very funny. Larry Goodman, FBI. Now, if you excuse me, I have some friends waiting for me. I told you I didn't do it.
Chief verdict. Guilty verdict. All right, who's on it?
If you wonder who done it, it was all of them. If you want to know about the butler, it was me in the hallway with the revolver. Take him away, Chief. I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.